All right, everyone to your places.
We're ready in here, sir.
How are we in the studio?
Stand by, sir. Hit the lights.
Yes, sir. Striking.
Quiet on the set, please. We're on in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News Style 2017.
2017 already.
Version 2017, our second or third show of 2017. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Nolan.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And here we go with, I guess, is our second or third show.
This is our second
already.
My first show in 2017, our second. Yeah.
How's your new year going so far? We hope it's going well and prosperous and great things to come. A little over 10 days till the inauguration and the new president coming.
And we're going to be covering it.
And, well, of course,
Yes.
well, somebody should be.
Yeah.
Do you think? Maybe.
We'll be down there.
We've got our usual stuff here, News and Community Bulletin Board. Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green.
Indeed she is.
Yeah, good to have you
CBB,
back,
as I
Daniel.
mentioned.
Thank you.
Denise is here with her reviews, our news for seniors, and an interview. Yes, an interview, and that'll wrap it up. But before we begin, a social media reminder from my returning partner here. Welcome back.
In 2017
to
already.
the
Wow,
fun games
it's flying
here
by.
in 2017, Senior Pineda.
Well, Fred, you can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. Craig.
On YouTube we are. Thank you. Gracias, Senor Pineda.
Absolutely.
Here we go. First of our news stories. Well, some Arlington residents started the new year on a particular high. The Arlington County Civic Federation approved a resolution to consider allowing marijuana use for a wider range of medical applications. They voted 50-1 on January 4th. However, a month ago, the delegates opposed a proposal to decriminalize all marijuana uses. So some conflicted there. We'll see how that pans out. Daniel.
And Craig, President Barack Obama made his final official visit to Arlington as the sitting U.S. president last week. On the afternoon of January the 4th, President Obama, along with Vice President Biden, attended an Armed Forces Full Honor Review farewell ceremony at Joint Base Meyer-Henderson Hall. President Obama will pass the presidential torch to President-elect Trump on Friday, January the 20th. Due to the expected large crowds, Metro will operate on a different schedule. Several road closures will be in effect in some federal, state, and county offices, including schools, senior centers, and libraries, will be closed. Craig.
Also in our news, well, if one of your New Year's resolutions is to be more engaged in your community, advocate for social change, or just volunteer someplace nearby, then you may want to reach out to the Neighborhood College for guidance. This 16-year-old Arlington institution provides free civic leadership development in programs for local residents. Alumni have joined civic associations and advisory boards, as well as become activists and nonprofit volunteers. The 2017 school year starts Thursday, March 16, and enrollment is open now. The deadline to apply is Monday, February 6. You can check out their website, projects.arlingtonva.us/neighborhood conservation college for details. Daniel.
And Craig, if a training program is a bit too involved and time-consuming, but you still want to give back to the community, then consider reviewing and participating in Arlington's online request for input. Everything from voting for vehicle decals to commentating on county data is at your fingertips. That's at Engage Arlington. That's topics.arlingtonva.us/engage. Engage Arlington is part of the PLACE, that's PLACE, or Participation, Leadership, and Civic Engagement Initiative, started back in 2012 to help increase residents and county governments' communication by providing a wider range of ways for them to interact. Craig.
And here's an unusual story. They seem to be populating the news more and more these days. Some of you may be relying on caffeine to fuel your New Year's resolution activity. However, one or two people in the area may have had just one too many cups of that Morning Joe. Police responded to an assault by coffee mug that left one man in the hospital and the other one on the run from authorities. The incident happened in the 2000 block of Columbia Pike around 9:30 p.m. on Friday, January 6. Two men started an argument, and then it got heated. Things got out of hand, and then one of them hit the other on the head with a coffee mug before he fled the scene. The victim was taken to Virginia Hospital Center and treated for non-life-threatening injuries. So be careful of who you're drinking coffee with and what the conversation comes around to. All right, we'll be back. Oh my is right. We'll be back with our CBB Community Bulletin Board file right after Adele brings us another installment of
It's Easy Being Green.
Sounds better with three, doesn't it?
It does, I agree. So it's good to have Daniel back.
Here's Adele.
Welcome to another Easy Being Green. Generally, Joe, Tree Frog, and I, we do try to focus on the local green happenings in Arlington, since this is Arlington Weekly News. But we're starting a new year, so it's kind of cool to take stock of the best green tech inventions from 2016, especially if you missed any of these 5 tech innovations that shaped sustainability in 2016. You can read the full Guardian story online at the website on the screen, which should say theguardian.com/sustainable-business/2017. So we've got the first story. Here's 2 surfers from Australia invented a trash can called Sea Bin to capture the ocean's floating garbage, and Miami Beach is interested to start using the Sea Bin in 2017. The second innovation is a British-based tech firm. They are testing a low-cost handheld diagnostics device that runs on a solar-powered battery. Disease diagnostics usually requires a well-equipped lab and waiting time. This device, called QPOC, analyzes the DNA of pathogens and can accurately diagnose everything from cancers to infectious diseases in minutes. The third innovation is to combat the immense plastic waste in our oceans and landfills. 2 edible everyday inventions that can help. So move over, biodegradable and compostable. Bakeys in India designed edible utensils. Estimates suggest the U.S. alone uses 40 billion plastic utensils a year. Bakeys makes vegan-friendly cutlery from rice, wheat, and sorghum in 3 flavors: savory, sweet, and plain. So dig in. And if you're going to drink a beer to wash down your edible utensils, Saltwater Brewery in Florida developed the biodegradable edible 6-pack rings made from wheat and barley waste. This is good news since Americans consume 67 billion beer cans yearly, according to the Brewers Association. The fourth cool green tech innovation is a government partnership successfully delivered peanut butter flavored vaccine by special drones to save the endangered black-footed ferret before you can say Amazon Prime Air. The fifth innovation is the 3D printing market is estimated to grow by 266% in the next 5 years. And an entrepreneur in India has set up a production facility to convert all those plastic bottles in the landfill into 3D printing filament, which is sort of like the toner that you need for the printer, so that we don't have to rely on virgin plastic for the growing market for 3D printing filament. So wow, cheers to these really cool green innovations. Joe, Tree Frog, and I, we had a hard time choosing between these cool things like the handheld disease detecting device, the edible cutlery, the 6-pack rings. That sounds interesting. I'd like to get a hold of that. And the drone technology sounded pretty cool too. So we'd love to hear from you, find out which is your favorite green innovation. And remember, it's easy being green. So what do you think?
That's
a lot of beer.
Amazing.
I know, 67 billion.
Amazing.
I hope were you part of that number?
I don't know.
People putting their brain power to good use here. I mean, they're all really pretty good things. I like all of what they're doing here. I don't know about the peanut butter flavored vaccine for the black-footed ferret.
There's only 300 of
That's
them.
a mouthful.
Only 300 left?
There's
Oh, well then,
300 black-footed ferrets,
more
so
power
they
to
need help.
them. They
Yep.
do need help.
Danger,
Good
yeah.
stuff. Amazing. Thanks, Adele.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. Here we go. As promised now, our CBB Community Bulletin Board file. The Arlington Career Center Science Fair takes place coming up January 21. These fairs provide students with the opportunity to engage in independent science research and communicate their results to teachers, peers, and judges. The students receive valuable feedback on their scientific investigations and communication skills and top projects from school-based fairs. They're invited to present their research at the Northern Virginia Regional Science and Engineering Fair. The fair director is looking for judges, so if you'd like, here's a good volunteer opportunity for you. You can visit apsva.us/science/local science fairs to sign up for this one or any of the other local school science fairs where volunteer judges are needed. The Arlington Career Center, located at 816 South Walter Reed Drive. Give them a call for more information. Number should be on your screen, 703-228-5800. Daniel.
And this next story, Craig, I think Adele would like to cover this one. If you'd rather give your body a workout instead of your mind on Saturday, then you may want to join the 1K Beer and Wine Walk. The event will be in Crystal City on January the 21st from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are available for $20 online until January the 20th. Tickets at the door are $25 until 4:30 p.m. Just pick your passport, either beer or wine, and your start time when you register. During the race, you can stop at the alcohol-based hydration station along the way. Sample dishes from local restaurants will also be available along the walk. The event will be inside the Crystal City Underground, so you don't have to worry about frigid temperatures. The snow date is Saturday, January the 28th. Visit the website. It's a long one. It's crystalcity.org/do/1K-beer-and-wine-walk for more information and to register. Craig.
Amazing. Alcohol-based hydration stations. I like that. And they're a good thing they're only going 1K. That's
1K.
just about enough. Also in our CBB file, well, for you kindergartners or kindergartner parents, coming up here, Kindergarten Information Night will be held Monday, January 23rd, starting at 7 p.m. at Washington Lee. It's located at 1301 North Stafford Street here in Arlington. 22201 is the zip. On Information Night, children starting kindergarten this fall and their families can learn about the Arlington Public Schools elementary schools. Topics include registration, deadlines, and other useful information. If you need more details, the school principals and administrators will be on hand to help you if there is a snow cancellation. The snow date will be coming up January 30th. You can also visit their website for more information, apsva.us/students for details. Daniel.
Please, Craig, no more snow, please. No more.
We only had look, two inches.
2 inches,
Two
right?
inches, man.
Well, Craig, on Monday, January the 30th, you can enjoy Doctor Who Team Trivia Night. The library is hosting this sci-fi strategy fest off-site at Champ's Kitchen Bar at 1201 South Joy Street. If you've been waiting for the perfect occasion to wear that fez or unusual scarf at the back of your closet, or you happen to have a spare sonic screwdriver or TARDIS lying around, this is the perfect time to make them your key outfit accessories. Teams of 3 to 6 people can compete. Don't worry if you register as an individual, because you will be placed with a team at the event. Just visit the website, that's at arlingtonva.libcal.com, and search for the key phrase Doctor Who Trivia for more information. Fun event. Trivia night.
Trivia night. Trivia is always fun. And finally, in our CBB file, for some serious discussion, you may want to stop by the Arlington Central Library for an author talk by Jason Reynolds and Brendan Kiley, the authors of All American Boys. All American Boys was a 2016 Coretta Scott King author honor book and recipient of the Walter Dean Myers Award for Outstanding Children's Literature. The talk will be presented in partnership with Wakefield High School, Yorktown High School, Arlington Public Library, and an open book foundation. The event takes place Tuesday, February 7, from 7 to 8:30 at the Central Library in the auditorium. Their address, 1015 North Quincy Street, here in Arlington, Virginia. That sounds like a good one. All right.
That's a great one, Craig.
We'll
Come on.
be back.
It's great.
We'll be back with our News for Seniors file right after we hear from Denise and her reviews. Here's Denise.
Signature Theater is known for its elaborate staging of large-scale musicals in its intimate spaces. Surely, director Eric Schaefer revels in the challenges of mounting a huge show and delights in staging a spectacle that captures the audience's attention the moment they lay eyes on the set. Titanic is the latest signature triumph. As you enter the theater, you gaze at the raised stage, the inclined gangplanks, and the prominently positioned 17-piece orchestra. The incredible opening number involves the entire cast of 20. It gets a bit of background in the building and boarding of the ship and introduces the characters, from the ship's personnel to all 3 classes of passengers. Then, many cast members solo and sing the dreams of each passenger, from the first-class celebrities staking their spots as the makers of history, to the second-class passengers who relish their moment to see the A-listers up close, to the third-class ticket holders hoping for a better life in America. I can think of no other disaster that can still be so spellbinding 100 years later. This book by Peter Stone and music and lyrics by Maury Yeston swiftly submerge you in each traveler's life and intensify the tragedy of this ship's sinking. The incredible voices of this ensemble cast manage to lavishly entertain even as they remind you to mourn the loss of so many innocent lives. Especially poignant moments include the refusal of Ida Strauss to leave her husband behind and board a lifeboat, the goodbyes of the stewards and their passengers and fellow crew members, and the band's brave decision to continue playing as the unsinkable ocean liner sinks. The lavish treat for your ears is matched by the feast for your eyes. The female costumes, designed by Frank Labovitz, are all in varied inky shades of blue, and the lighting on the blue floors in the theater envelop you in the vast depths of the icy sea. You are even given a glimpse of bodies and chairs floating through the flooded passageways of the sinking ship. Titanic sails nightly at Signature through January 29th. Book your tickets to join this unforgettable voyage. I'm Denise Pringle, filling in for Rich Masabny. Now back to the news desk.
Ooh, Titanic. Thanks, Denise, and her spin on Titanic. Great movie and a great story. Okay, as promised now, our News for Seniors file, and one big story here tonight, so get your pens and pencils, get ready to write here. Hey, seniors, sometimes things have been going on that you just don't know about, and that makes them news to you. Accordingly, we hereby provide you with a list of some of the activities available at your local senior centers. Here we go. Get ready to write them down. From A to Z: aerobics, aquatics, art awareness, billiards, bingo, book clubs, bridge, canasta, chess, computer classes, dancing, golf, ice skating, hang in there, we're about halfway through, language classes, lectures, music appreciation, nutrition classes, ping pong, safe driving classes, singing groups, storytellers, I should have sung the whole thing, strength training, tai chi, walking clubs, wood carving, and no Z, we're down to yoga, and that's it. That's 26 activities, enough to fill the whole alphabet, so what are you waiting for? Give them a call. Number, I don't know if it's on your screen or not, I'm on your screen. The number is 703-228-4747, or take a look online at their website, parks.arlingtonva.us/programs/adults 55 seniors. That's it.
And dash activities.
Dash activities.
Can't forget the activities.
That was quite a list. Okay. Awesome. We'll be back with a bye-bye and sign-off if we have time, right after Miriam Gennari presents another installment of her Sustainable Scoop. Here's Miriam.
Welcome to another segment of Sustainable Scoop. I'm your host, Leonard Robinson, also known as EnviroBro. And I'm filling in for Miriam Gennari, who's away. Miriam, we miss you. But the show must go on, and I've got two very special guests. I've got Cynthia Adams and Robin LaBaron from Pearl Home Certification. Welcome to Sustainable Scoop.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming on, making the drive and everything. So, hey, let's get down to brass tacks. What is Pearl Home Certification?
Thank you for asking. Pearl Home Certification is a certification service that helps homeowners get a return on their home upgrade investments. So if they've built their house to a higher standard, or maybe they've made improvements to the heating and cooling, added insulation, replaced windows, things like that, with our certification system, we can help homeowners recoup the value of that when they go to refinance their house or to sell it. Okay,
so you make the homes green and sexy.
Absolutely.
That's my favorite term. I know you didn't know that, but that's my favorite term, green and sexy. So, Robin, kind of walk us through the process.
Yeah, absolutely. And so just to build on your green and sexy, we're trying to make sexy the parts of the home that you wouldn't necessarily think are sexy. So we all know granite countertops are sexy. We know that the bathroom remodel is sexy. But really, what about insulation? What about something called air sealing, which is filling in all those gaps in the home? What about your heating and your cooling system, which you probably never think about except when it breaks? So all of those things, they actually are sexy. They're important. They keep you healthy, safe, comfortable, but you don't necessarily think about them again until the worst happens. So our job is to put them front of mind at two different times. One of them is when you sell your home. So as Cynthia mentioned, just these things can add value to your home, but the buyer has to be aware that they exist. So a big part of what we do is create a certification report. When the buyer comes in, they can see the home has this feature, that feature, and we give the report provides explanation. This is what it'll do for you, the buyer, if you buy this home, and this is why you should buy it as opposed to the 3 streets down.
So it's value added to the house. So you get more money for your house. Money, the other green, so more value to the house. Does it get you better financing terms as well?
No, not yet. There are some lending programs out there that are looking into that, and in the future they're looking to see how high-performing houses, how they do over time in terms of their payback. But that is a coming in our industry.
Right. How long have you been doing this?
We've been doing it for a couple of years. We're just past the startup phase. We have investors. We're launched in several states. We're certifying homes right now, and we work with 2 channels to market, real estate agents and contractors, but we also have a direct-to-homeowner pitch as well. So if you are a homeowner who's thinking about, well, hey, what home improvements can I do to lower my operating costs, to make my house more comfortable, you can work with Pearl Certification for guidance on that. And if you think that you may be selling your house somewhere in the next couple of years and you've already made some investments in it, made some upgrades, you should get in touch with us to certify that so that you can get a higher resale price.
Wow. What are your levels of certification?
Should I talk about that?
Yeah, I would be happy to. So we have a silver, a gold, and a platinum. Platinum is a home that's above current energy code. Gold is at the high level of energy code. Silver indicates that you've got some really good features in your house, maybe not everything, but some really good stuff. And in addition, if you have 1 or 2 good things, you can have those assets certified as well. That will still add value to the home when you sell it.
Okay. And so do you do commercial?
We do not do commercial yet. We are thinking about it. And we actually had this wonderful suggestion that maybe we should certify churches, but we haven't quite gotten to that one yet either.
What is your geographic sphere of influence? How far do you go out?
Right now we're in Virginia, Maryland, D.C., and we have a toehold in Atlanta and in Georgia and in Colorado as well. And we work with real estate associations and contractors and brokerages and homeowners in all of that area.
Okay. All right, so what does the team look like when you do the certification? Who do you engage to do these home certifications?
So we reach out to the top contractors in any given market. So when we enter a market, let's say it's DC, Atlanta, whatever, we reach out and we find the best contractors. There's a lot of difference in contractor quality. And you may wonder, should I really pay more for this top shelf contractor? Sometimes you shouldn't, but a lot of times the quality really does make a difference. So we recruit those folks. You want your home certified, you can look for a Pearl certified contractor. They'll come out, they'll do what we call an energy asset inventory. They'll use our proprietary software, score this home, generate the report.
Okay, and that report is what adds more value if the people do what you tell them to do.
Correct, exactly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's important to mention is that we have a licensing agreement with the Appraisal Institute. So we can complete this official document called the Green and Energy Efficient Appraisal Addendum, and that helps an appraiser make an adjustment when they go out to see the house, and that way the buyer is sure to get the loan that they need in order to purchase that high-performing home.
So if somebody successfully goes through your process, what do they get at the end of the day? Secret handshake, a pen light, a certification? What do they get?
Pony with wings. Pony with wings.
All right.
but beyond that, we have a whole marketing package actually for homeowners that are putting their houses up for sale that includes signage, displays, house tours, social media package. So it really is like a full service certification, because it's not enough just to say I've certified my house. You have to get the word out about that, and you want buyers to be coming to your property instead of someone else's. So it's the report and then a whole other suite of services that really become helpful to the agent at the time of sale.
Your home is also listed in National Registry.
Cool.
Just to add to that one.
That is cool. And how big is your staff? This must take a bunch of staff.
The staff itself is actually small-ish because we're really managing our partners. So the contractors are the ones that do the certifications. The real estate agents are the ones that talk to their clients. So we have a real estate account manager, a contractor account manager, and then we also partner with some manufacturers to help get the word out as well.
Okay. Well, you know, how could people find out more about Pearl Home Certification? Website, addresses, PIN codes, access codes, whatever.
The website is the best and easiest way to track us down. pearlcertification.com, just what it sounds like. And there's a contact form for a person to fill out there, and let us know what you need, and we're happy to follow up with you.
Okay, so that's pearlcertification.com.
Correct, pearlcertification.com.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great. You've got a whole menu and everything. That's great. Well, everybody, we've had Pearl Certification. We're talking about making your home green and sexy. Adding value. Remember, value, that's money. That's the other green. So, Cynthia, Robin, thanks to coming on Sustainable Stoop. Miriam, we miss you, and we'll be back next week.
All right, well, as you may have noticed by now, that was not Miriam Gennari. So our apologies to both Miriam and Leonard Robinson for doing that interview. Thanks, Leonard. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sitting in for Miriam on that installment of Sustainable Scoop. There you go. Anything else to add before we go, folks? Time to sign off and head down the road here.
Go to the 1K. Yeah.
Check out those alcohol-based hydration stations. Oh my goodness, what will they think of next? Well, that's our show, our number 2 or 3 here for 2017. We thank you for watching, and next week, if you're there, we'll be here and we'll try it all again. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.